Henry Castle, Henry Castle, Henry Castle, Henry Castle.
Michael said to chant Henry Castle, but I didn't realise it would be so long.
Gotta get into it.
Okay.
Henry Castle, Henry Castle, Henry Castle, Henry Castle. All right.
Is that like a breathing exercise or something?
Feels good to chant.
It does.
So,
Did anyone join in with us at home? Probably not.
probably not. It's too
week.
quick.
Next week.
Sophie has an idea for an intro song.
Every week.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, not a song.
you don't mean
The
it.
thing you're gonna play. The trumpet. The note.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was totally improvising there.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Henry Castle. Do 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 do.
Yeah.
There we go. That's our little thing.
I reckon we get like the real instrument. Get it all happening.
Yeah, well I've got a saxophone, but you need a trumpet.
Can you make the sound for us?
Do 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 do.
Like, can you
On
do
the
it?
instrument, yeah. Of course.
All right.
Yeah. Bring it
Let's
on.
go.
Let's go. Let's effing go. With my saxophone, I'm gonna get real cozy in here. That'll be great. Next week, watch this.
Next week,
Watch
watch
this
out.
space. Yeah.
We'd have to get it. We have to get the sound happening and then add it to the film. It'd be a whole thing, so it's gonna maybe take more than a week. And we haven't got you.
I'll just bring my instrument every
I just do it live, a live intro. No one's doing that, okay?
live intro coming up. Get ready. Yanagasawa sax is gonna appear here.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Things are happening. Things are happening lately, aren't they?
It feels like it because there's been a massive full moon and it's been in the sky and the energy is still here with us. Mm-hmm.
You know what's
I feel
happening?
it.
Crypto's happening lately.
Crypto.
Yeah, cryptocurrencies are happening.
Do you feel like the crypto is linked with the moon?
Could be.
I think it's definitely linked with the moon.
Yeah. Well,
How
the
interesting.
moon is changing its cycle, and crypto does change its cycle.
Yeah.
So could be.
Let's do an analysis of the full moon and what crypto's doing at the time of the full moon. We might be able to break this down and get everyone rich.
Are you saying we can predict
Yes.
based off the moon?
Yeah. Let's look into it. I'm going to do some graphs, do some analyzing. We're going to have the answers for you guys next week. Let's do it.
So what happens if crypto goes too high? Does that mean the moon
Crypto
leaves
goes-
us?
Like the moon just explodes. When the moon explodes, bye.
We can touch the moon.
Probably sell if the moon explodes. Everything's gonna go.
Crypto doesn't matter if the moon explodes, you're dead.
True. Yeah.
The moon explodes, you're just dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
instantly dead.
I feel like Elon might have something to do with that, if that ever occurs.
What do you mean? Exploding the moon?
Yeah, because he's
Right.
got stuff up there in the sky. Tell everyone, I'm seeing lots of stars in the sky moving almost every night.
You mean space junk?
I call it shooting stars, right? Asteroids, at least.
Yeah.
There's something going on up there, everyone. There's moving stars, and that didn't used to happen when I was a kid.
Maybe it is linked to crypto then, because crypto is going off at the moment.
Yeah, it's like little cryptocurrencies up in the sky.
There's a bit going.
Yeah.
There's a theory going past.
They're shooting past. Bye.
They just start naming asteroids and shooting stars after
But the
cryptocurrency.
sad thing is, when I see these stars that are moving in the sky, look up in the sky, everyone, because you'll see it. There are these stars that are moving. The sad thing is, they disappear, and it might take 2 minutes, and they vanish. It's sad. Poor little star. It's just like moving finally, and then it just
There goes someone's
dies.
life savings.
bye Ethereum. Bye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crypto makes you really excited and also really sad at the same time. It can bounce backwards and forwards.
Yeah, like a vanishing shooting star.
Yeah,
How sad.
yeah. There's so many like horrible stories of crypto. Like,
Yeah.
I've known so many people who have had it and then sold it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a friend who sold 2 of them when Bitcoin was only at about 40 or 60,000. So now it's at what, Australian? Like, I don't check US, but Australian 200,000.
Yeah.
So it's like
Wow.
that's so much money.
How's he going?
I don't know, but I had another mate actually. When I did it, so I did a paper on cryptocurrency, and
You did
and
a what?
a paper when I was at uni.
Like you did a report, like a university.
Like an essay, yeah.
Cool.
It might have been actually a news report. Sorry, no, it was. It was in my journalism class. Yeah. So when I
Awesome.
said report, actually was. It was
You're a reporter.
yeah. I had to do reports.
Wow.
Yep. So I ran on interviewing everybody.
About crypto.
Yeah, crypto.
Back in what years though?
But it wasn't really crypto. It was kind of Silk Road. So
Yes.
Silk Road was the website or the platform that you used to go on to use Bitcoin. There wasn't really any other cryptos at that time. It was just Bitcoin.
No way.
Yeah,
There was
there
one
might have
crypto.
been, but no one ever talked about it ever.
That's
So Bitcoin was worth, at the time I did the paper, $600 for one Bitcoin.
I can afford that.
I reckon a lot of people could afford
Yeah.
that. At the time, people could have bought that, you know, and
Yeah.
then look at you now. You have so much money, could buy many of them. And it was even lower than that before. Previously, it was at, $300, $100, $10, $1.
So Michael, what's the secret? Do you have the secret for us?
It always seems like it's never going to go higher than where it's at or something. Like
Yes.
when I saw it, when I did my paper, it was $600. It felt like, why buy them now? They're not going to go up
Yes.
more. It just doesn't really seem that like it will. And then it gets to 10,000, and then it gets to 50,000, and it just keeps going up and up. And up.
Ultimately, the value of it just goes up because we see value in it. And so sky's the limit. When you have people demanding crypto, it could go, as they say, up to $1 million. And it will one day. I do think it will, because there is a hype around
A lot of smart people say that, and
Yeah.
you kind of got to think these smart people have made so many investments in money in the past, and they've got to be who you can trust about that. If they're buying it, like, why are they buying it?
Yeah.
Some of the richest, smartest people in the world are buying Bitcoin. So it just seems right now it's still so expensive. And I guess you can't buy a whole Bitcoin, maybe, like you can, but you can still buy part of it.
Yeah. So should we sell our home and buy crypto?
When we were buying our home, we
I know.
unfortunately it was
It gives me a sick feeling.
so in Australia
Yeah.
it came down to 25,000 Australian. So whatever that is, if you want to convert it, but it's still quite a bit of money. But it had been up around 70, 80, and then come down to 25. So we were like, oh, it's probably going to go down more. And we go, should we buy one? And we're like, no, this is all the money we'd saved. We'd saved around that much, 25,000 for our home. So we're like, we may as well put that into our home instead of buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin sounds like a crazy.
Well, you can't buy a home with $25,000.
No, I know, but we also had like a loan as well and things like that. But it's
Yeah,
just,
great.
it's like, may as well put your money into something safe, like a home that you can
Yeah.
live in. You can't live in a Bitcoin.
No,
No, you
I
can't.
know. But yeah,
So-
oh my gosh, it definitely could buy homes.
So that
if you
25,000 is worth now 180,000. So that's 100 and like 55.
So
or
there are
something.
so many stories, I'm sure, like these
When
around.
I did my report, I interviewed a friend of mine who he had half a Bitcoin, and he probably just wasted it on, I don't know what he bought with it, or just he reckons he can't remember even having it. So
Yeah.
he kind of remembered this conversation him and I had, and I've got the paper and everything. So I interviewed tons of people. People were usually going on Silk Road to buy drugs off Silk Road. That's what people did with their Bitcoins. So in the paper,
Scandalous.
I would interview people who used Silk Road to do that. And Silk Road seemed really sketchy at the time. So I didn't buy any Bitcoin. I didn't buy anything off Silk Road. I watched people go onto Silk Road on their website, of their phones or their computers or whatever they
Okay.
had. So I looked at it like, you on that Silk Road, they had links to getting an ATM. Like you could buy stolen ATMs. You could buy assassins. Like an assassin, like a legit ninja with a sword.
Awesome.
That's crazy. Like
That's insane.
like you can like see people go, why didn't you buy it? I'm like, why would I buy that back then? That seems so dodgy. I was just
Yeah.
doing a paper at
Wow.
uni, so but yeah, I had some money. I could have bought heaps of at least 10 Bitcoins or something.
So everyone with Bitcoins now, they can just buy like 100 assassins. Is that still a thing?
No. So the guy,
No.
the owner of Silk Road, I'm pretty certain he got arrested.
Oh,
I think he got exonerated though recently by Trump. Check into that. I think Trump, I think he didn't intend for people to get hurt or anything like that. I don't think that was his plan with Silk Road. I think once he set it up,
even the name Silk Road, it sounds dodgy, doesn't it?
Silk Road's a trading route, isn't it? And it's a global trading route for all of time. Like,
That's ringing a bell.
Yeah, that's what it is. So it's a clever name. It just,
It also sounds like it would have assassins linked to it. Silk Road.
there was some sketchy stuff on that
like
side.
what?
Yeah, so you had so just obviously drugs, having drugs on a website, like
Yeah.
any type of drug, and it's getting sent to your mailbox or something, like from a website, and you're trading your money for a weird cryptocurrency, and I at the
It
time
does sound.
it was a
Yeah.
lot, and you had people had to use the Tor browser, the Onion Ring, to get onto this website because it's in the dark web. I think this is a long time ago. It's probably like 13 years ago. I did this paper, or 15 years ago, or something. So it's a long time ago.
So you're telling me that we could have been billionaires.
There are people out there who
Michael.
there are people who traded like
Yeah.
hundreds or thousands of Bitcoin for a pizza. Like there's people out there who just
I thought you were going to say there were people who bought hundreds and thousands, but it was worth $600. And I was like,
no.
oh, they must be trillionaires. But then you're saying they just lost it all.
Yeah, my
Damn.
dad had
But
to.
they got pizza.
Yeah, at least they got a pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah, and I think my dad even had 2 Bitcoin on a computer, and I think he just sold the computer to someone else for nothing. Didn't care about the Bitcoin, or he traded it for a computer or something like that. Didn't think much of it, and yeah, he talks about it sometimes.
Oh, so many sad stories.
There's so many sad stories.
I feel like
out
you
there.
hear all the sad stories, and then like you don't hear actually that many good stories. Like I know my brother's definitely got crypto,
Yeah,
and he's just hodled, but you don't really hear that many people who have stories like they bought a massive amount and it was cheap. You just don't hear that because it did seem dodgy maybe, and there's that skepticism.
I knew a guy. Someone told me he did. He's become quite wealthy from crypto.
Awesome.
I won't say who it is. Just he's not people chasing him
Let's
down
go
on the street.
get
He's got all the Bitcoin. Get
I
him.
gotta go get pizza.
Yeah. We go hide on the moon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for some people, their lives have changed around just from all they did was went on an app and just bought something, just traded their money for
It's
it.
those dodgy people who are going to get assassins and they're all rich.
They got in there early, the evil people. No, but the problem is a lot of people would have just sold, like when let's say they bought it for $100,
Yeah.
when that got to 1,000 or 10,000, imagine being, you come on hard times, you're cashing out. A lot of people experience hard times regularly, like on cycles of their life every few
Financially
years.
hard times.
Financial hard times. They just haven't got money and they've got some crypto. I may as well sell it. It's not going to go up more. I can buy it again later. That's what people think too.
Yeah, well, we've been tossing up with selling some Ethereum, and
Yeah.
we think, oh yeah, you can pay more of the home loan off, but there's that little voice.
If you sell it, it'll just go.
I know. So yeah, there's something funny as well when people were really saying hodl back in COVID times. There's something like a collective effort. It's like join in with that group hodling.
I kind of wish I didn't, because if I
Yeah.
had it just sold when it was at its peak, I've watched about 4 cycles now of it go to a peak and then drop. I could have just cashed out at the top and then dropped I bought it at the bottom again, and did that 3 or 4 times and like 10 times.
Do you
now.
have answers for us about how to become rich from crypto? What's your, take from all of this information that you know?
It seemed like it just keeps going up and up and up. And
Yeah.
it seems that,
Well, it doesn't. It goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
but over time,
gradually up.
yeah. At the current time while we're recording, it looks like Trump is very interested in crypto and he's pushing it hard. So until that changes, but just be watching the news. If you have crypto, watch the news, and if something drastic happens, like there's another war in Ukraine, or there's a war
Australia.
any country, there's a weird war that
Yeah.
affects global politics,
Yeah.
or there's a recession, or there's like a pandemic, anything that happens. It seems like it happens every year or two now. We get some big thing going on. Once that happens, it always crashes. So
Will you do that next time? Because I know that you're telling everyone
I
and
said I
myself
would,
to do
and
that,
I
but you
didn't.
don't do that.
I didn't, because you get so caught up in the moment of the thing happening that you kind of, if you're not thinking about crypto, like I just like to stop thinking about it. I want to push it to the side and not be spending my life obsessing about it, because it's all numbers and graphs and.
So with saying this advice, are you going to take that? Is this your step moving forward?
I think that's good advice. I think if the world faces a really harsh crisis, if you have cryptocurrency and you're trying to, increase it,
Maximize.
you're trying to make more money, sell it, because everyone else is going to panic sell, because people are out of work, they need their money, they know everyone else is going to panic sell. So Obviously, it's kind of slack because when everyone does that, it means it's worth less for everyone else. So you kind of just like a pyramid scheme that's toppling over. And if you cash out first, you're making it worse for everyone else. But it is what it is. Everyone's kind of, it's like gambling. Everyone's aware of it, so there's no hard feelings or whatever. You can't get angry at someone else for doing it.
Definitely not. I think it's one of those actions that you're definitely taking a risk. And with that risk, there's the winners and the losers. And it's not because someone sells that they're doing something to harm others. It's not that.
They might just want to buy something.
Of course, it's not personal. And everyone's got the option to sell. And with taking the risk, that's the risk. I just think it's so funny. We're sitting here in the podcast room and we're giving out advice about crypto. Honestly, this is a walk-in wardrobe.
Yeah.
I'm just contemplating on that myself. But I do think this is a really interesting insight with crypto. You've had that experience back at university right at the start. It was Silk Road. And now there is an understanding of the trends.
I thought it would just go away, to be honest. I thought it was so illegal and so sketchy, diabolical, whatever you want to put word on it, that I go, this isn't going to last, whatever this is. It's so bad. But
did you think there was a risk of getting caught out, getting punished for buying crypto back when it was linked to
I understood that you could buy the cryptocurrency and that wasn't illegal. It seemed pretty unsafe. Like it seemed like something that could get hacked, like a virtual wallet wasn't your bank account.
Like, to be honest, is that a risk? Like, that seems like a risk.
The companies now are very safe now. It depends which company you go with. They're very safe. It's not like in the past.
I feel like you're very in the know about crypto,
I don't know anything. I know a little bit, but
you know a lot more than like someone like me. I know.
You know less than I do, but I still know nothing like a lot of other people are far more into it than I am. I tried getting more into it, but then it just drove me crazy looking, as I said, the graphs and the numbers. And I found a lot of people think they know a lot about it and they don't know anything. They just say predictions and maybe they've got an interest. Is that a
warning that you would give people?
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't believe anything most people are saying. People always...
But what about if they're really successful from it?
Sure. If they're really, really successful, I think those people just hodl crypto. I think they just try and amass bitcoins and just get as many as they can, get as much Ethereum as they can and just hold on to it.
Just like get in at those dips. Is that the...
I think there's people like using their voice to push agendas so they can say Bitcoin's going so well. They just want it to go well because they have Bitcoin.
And they've got such influence.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean it's going on. They're just saying that, or they think it will based off what they've seen. But I've seen people say it's going up and up and up and it will just crash the next day.
The movie Dumb Money was a really interesting movie about, well, was it crypto that he was dealing with? It was more shares that this character in Dumb Money, which is based on a true story, and the influence that he had over his social media community, he caused mayhem to the finance district. And that's really interesting that one person manipulate the ongoings, but it's an interplay between obviously groups of people who are buying crypto, but much more powerful than that are the events that you're talking about, global events can cause destruction.
There's a lot of people with influence. There's a lot of very
powerful
people.
But it's not destruction, is it? It's someone like Trump can say, I'm going to really support and get behind crypto, and that's going to lift everything. So it's about watching.
Elon makes a tweet, it goes up and down. Like anyone does anything, and it definitely has an impact. I think same with stocks and shares in different companies. They're probably better because at least you know what's happening with Tesla, or you can look at IBM or whichever company, Nvidia with the computers. Like you can see a product, you can say this product's really good, and you can go, okay, I believe in that product. And then, or you see them around. I have a friend who bought in Tesla and he just kept seeing Teslas. He's like, this is going well. I just off his, I don't know, it's very anecdotal seeing Teslas, but boy, did they keep putting out Teslas.
I think it's about trusting your instincts. I know there have been times where there are certain, whether you want to call it messages from the universe, but I think there are certain patterns that you can observe if you pay attention. And if you see that Bitcoin has an advertising campaign, which they did a year or two ago, pay attention to that, because that could indicate that it was going to go up.
I was seeing it advertised everywhere. I was seeing it in sporting events, and I was thinking men watching sporting events.
Were you
drinking.
Ignoring that voice in your head, though, that was telling you to buy it? Because that's what I was doing. I was getting the voice in my head which was saying, this is indicating that it's going to go up. But I was too afraid to listen to that voice and to act on it. But I think sometimes things are obvious, and we've got to trust in that. And it's like a considered risk that's worth taking.
I think I've read, there's a book called The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, and he says the best thing to do is what you build, like what works for you. If you enjoy, if you feel safe putting money into crypto, or if you feel safe saving money, if you want to put into shares, it's what excites you to do with your money.
Yes.
So for us, like I personally really love saving and paying off the loan. Like to me, that excites me in this way that I know crypto is exciting, but the certainty of crypto scares me, and I would rather just
the uncertainty.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this uncertainty of it. Well, the certainty either way. The certainty scares me. There is no certainty. So it's, whereas with a home, if you pay off your loan, your home loan, then you own your home. There's no more paying it off. Then you have more money. You have no more interest in it. You can put the money into crypto or shares or whatever you want to do. People might say that's stupid. You can make way more. You can make much more money off crypto or shares. But I just, it's
people
what excites
have different
you.
priorities, and like some people are purely about amassing money and wealth, whereas for us, we've got a little family, and it's, and like a lot of people, it's so important to have a home that you feel secure in. So that was where we thought we'll definitely put money towards that, and it feels good for not just the reason of money, which property is a wonderful investment, especially in different areas.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's definitely
but then you get the benefit as well. You get to live in it, which is awesome.
And also, we're close to paying off. Like our loan wasn't the biggest loan of what people can get. So our loan is, if we just continuously save really hard, we're in sight of reaching that. Whereas some people, it's going to take them 30 years to pay off their loan.
I find that so interesting when you talk to people about saving money, and some people have like a very strong ability, a very good good ability to save money, whereas other people, they suffer from like spending addiction and they can't help. So I always find it really funny when I talk to, whether it's friends or family, and I'm like, why are you buying that? You shouldn't be buying that. You should be like paying off. You've got a massive loan. But I don't know. I do find that so funny.
I think when people are working, they want to spend money to feel a bit better about their lives. Work is cruel.
Because you deserve to have that outfit because you worked.
Advertising. There's advertising. Advertising works. Yeah. You see everyone jumping for the Toyota, jumping in the air.
Yeah.
That could be us.
Yeah. It does work.
But we make such less money than everyone else. Like we're so not on the scale.
I find it even funny to say that we make money. I don't even feel like we do.
No, not
but
really.
It's about what you do with the money that you have.
We're very good at saving. Yeah, we're very, very good. Yeah, there's things we save on that other people go, oh no, I need to do that every week. I need to have Wi-Fi. I don't have Wi-Fi. We don't. So
I constantly go through a sense of, I'd really like that. That looks like awesome. Like whether it's like some makeup, like I go into a chemist or something, and I'm like, oh, that's really pretty. But then I go, oh, do I really need it? No. Like, is it really going to make me happy? Because I don't really need it. And it's like, it's not going to make me happy. Yeah.
Some of the weeks where we save the most, I actually felt really happy.
Yeah.
It's funny, the absence of spending, then you start feeling pretty good. Always bought food.
Always
got food.
That's our biggest spend.
Yeah.
I feel as though there's this, it's like a myth that we've been told, if you buy products, you're going to be really happy. It's going to make your life so much better if you have lots of money and buy lots of things. But the sad truth is that it doesn't. So you can buy all the things that you want, that you see and you desire, but it's actually, the truth is, that's not how happiness is achieved.
Yeah, it's in here, folks. Just in here.
It is in here.
In the heart. Just
And in here,
invest in the heart.
Third eye center too.
Yeah.
In the spirit space.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's not so good for a thriving economy.
Yeah. I'm gonna put our money into that. The spirit space. Go and check the moon, everyone.
Yeah, it's that moon happiness.
Moon cycles. Imagine if it really was linked. If there was like some pattern you could kind of follow with astrology, and if you actually just invested in what they said, it would just bring you more money.
I do believe if you had someone who was really keen to know all about crypto, but they were also very spiritually aware, I'd like 100% listen to them what to do. I think there definitely are messages that are going on around us. And I suppose people who are really successful, they might not want to say that they're spiritual and they're aware, they have a high awareness, but they do. I find they must be in tune. I suppose there's a lot of research that goes on. But there's a certain level of conscious risk-taking which is linked to your intuition. So we've got to find those people who might look like hippies, but they might turn out to be really rich if they apply to crypto.
There are people out there who do. I have friends who have subscribed to paid platforms where they give out advice. So it's maybe one person.
Are they hippies?
No. They'll just be really serious people in front of a laptop, probably in Dubai somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, they actually get good advice, and anything's possible. Like I had a friend who made $50,000 in one day. He just heard off of like a Facebook group or something, invest in these coins, and the coins just blew up because everyone was looking at the same post. And
they had wild names, the cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, I think they're like Moon Rocket, all those different types of ones. Yeah. I can't remember, but I didn't. Yeah, so
Moon Rocket, of course, it was called Moon Rocket.
Something like that, and they he did well, and he did a few of them. He said they went up, and then he could have got more, but he thought so. He stuck in, but it kept going down. And then he pulled out. It's I reckon it really. Everyone likes to look at the great stories of crypto, but there's probably some miserable stories where people have, lost everything and lost their families, and maybe we gotta wrap this up, everyone.
Teddy.
Okay, everyone.
Teddy's
Teddy's woken up.
All right. Well, I think that was awesome. So, in the end, let's go get some crypto. Let's
watch the moon.
And we're gonna be rich. Woo!
Yoo-hoo! Let's go. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Catch you later, guys. Bye.
See you later.
Love you.